J. Anthony Stevens, the corner who's in there on the tackle. It brings up 3rd down and 11.
This defense is just not getting out leveraged tonight. That Trey Hamilton tries to go to the outside, comes up with the no gainer there, actually loses a yard, brings up 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 right now. This is not the way you want to go. Trey comes away with the incompletion that he got lucky on, that it wasn't intercepted as he.
And when you can put 2 and 3 guys on Herndon and take him away, good luck. So the Lobos 3 and out. They're going to have to punt. Hobbs coming on. They come after him. And this one he gets up high and short, hits at the 35-yard line, and basically gets touched at the 32. Very short punt as that one goes, 20 yards?
Yep. So you come up with a 3 and out, 2 run plays that takes you a -1. You come away with a play-action pass on a 3rd and long, and you don't have any success on it. Comes up with the incomplete pass. You give this DeSoto Eagles the ball very quickly here. You only take away you actually take away 94 seconds off the game clock.
All right, well, DeSoto back to work. Legend Howell, their senior quarterback, on 1st down. They'll hand it to Sarod Baker, who just had a crazy first half. Why not have a crazy second half? First carry of the half, he's picking up his 4th touchdown. That one from 67 yards away, and the route is effectively on.
Hey, if it works, continue to keep making it work. Continue to keep making it better. The Eagles, a man, Sarod Baker, that is being undenied tonight, gets another long touchdown, puts this game, almost gives them a 40-piece if they make this extra point right now.
He's got 16 carries, 282 yards, and 4 scores. He has scored the last 3 scores, 59, 60, and now 67-yard runs. Jacob Flores on for the point after. They'll let him kick this one. He knocks it up and good. 40-14 the score. We'll take a break. We've got 10-11 left to play in the 3rd. DeSoto all over the Lobos. You're watching the UIL's Texas High School football playoff coverage on Victory Plus.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack combos are still on top. Welcome to Jock in the Box.
You can't cut corners, you can't slack off. The work you put in when no one's watching is what matters. That's the warm-up.
All of the buildup, all of the anticipation gives way. Wyatt Johnston! And some of the best hockey you can find. Stars and the Oilers. Puck is dropped and we are underway.
All right, 40-14, DeSoto kicking off. They have been short and directional almost this entire game. Carter gets this one, and he'll back his way to the 35-yard line, where Longview, down by a massive 26 points, has got to now pretty much abandon the run game.
Got to abandon the run game. That's something that you haven't had much success tonight, not especially from the running back situation. You're now putting yourself in they're knowing you're going to throw the ball. The defense is going to sit back in coverage. They've been playing your zone all night long here. you got to figure out a way to try to throw them out if you want to put some points on the board. But right now, it's been early and often all the Eagles so far tonight.
First down and 10, Longview, 35-yard line. Trey Hamilton struggled tonight. He's back to pass, got some time. Quick throw, that's Herndon. He'll catch it, falling down right on the 50-yard line, gain of 15, and a first down for Longview.
Runs a deep dig there. Quarterback sees the zone coverage, throws it inside. The DB had his back to Herndon as he ran a good route there. Pitch and catch, he was able to catch it and not get any more as he goes down with the ball for the first down.
4 for 68 for Herndon tonight. Keelan Cummings in the backfield for the Lobos. And they are going to go back to the ground. And a run out to about the 46. Cummings goes for 4.
Cummings makes the first, gets past the first wave of the D lineman there, makes a move inside, gets up, finishes the run strong, comes away with a gain of 4 yards here.
First carry for Cummings tonight. They liked it so much, they'll go back to it again. Cummings to the 35, the 30. He'll rumble to the 20. One man to beat, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 7-yard line as the big fullback for the Lobos puts him in first and goal position.
Keelan Cummings comes up with a big run tonight. He's a back that didn't have a carry last week. Comes up with the biggest run play of the night for the Lobos. Gets him to the ball inside of the red zone now.
All at the 7. Hamilton trying to run wide. Makes a cut. Stops short of the end zone at about the 3-yard line. Second and goal.
Good blocking at the second and third level by the receivers and the running back as the quarterback. It was a quarterback read completely off the left side there. Comes up with a big gainer, brings the ball up to the 3-yard line.
Far and away the most we've seen Hamilton run the football this year. 13 carries today. They'll go I formation. Mason Washington back into the game now at tailback. Cummings the fullback in front of him. Second down and goal at the 3. And again, it's a check with me kind of play. He'll look back over to the sideline. Play clock still has 4 on it. And they'll hand off to Washington. Looking for some space, nothing doing. Boy, the Lobos just could not get enough blockers in front of how many Eagle defenders there were. At the bottom of that, Jace Hill-Douglas, 190-pound senior linebacker, knocks him back for a 2-yard loss. It's third and goal.
A stretch play to the outside edge there. The Desoto Eagles team was definitely not out-leveraged again as they come away with a big stop here. Brings up a third and goal from the 5-yard.
Yeah, well, you know this. Longview's got 2 plays to try to get these 5 yards. Mason out of the game. I'm starting to wonder if Mason Washington isn't banged up, injured, or sick this week. He just has not been involved in the game much. Caden Graves back into the game at tailback. Back to pass, Hamilton looks towards the end zone. Nope, incomplete as he threw it behind Herndon at the goal line. It'll be 4th down.
And you got to wonder, too, is all this running or all this pressure that Trey's getting right now? He throws another pass that throws it up a little bit high. He wasn't able to step in on his throw. You got to wonder, is he tired a little bit, or is the pressure getting to him as well?
Well, and the other part of this is forcing it.
Yes,
trying
sir.
to force the action. We got to make it happen fast. 7:22 left to play in the third. They've got 4th and goal from the 5 now. 2 tight ends in for the Lobos. Pressure coming. He's going to throw again, knocked down, incomplete. That one, big paw put up by one of the defensive linemen to knock it down. And the Lobos will turn the ball over on downs. And Desoto, already much in control of this game, will take it over already with a 40-14 lead. Aiden Miner knocked that down for Desoto.
You talk about bend but don't break. That's something that the Eagles did there. Come up with the turnover on downs. They get the ball, and Lobos get the ball in the red zone, and come up with the 4th down, a 4th down touchdown play there. Ball batted up at the line of scrimmage. The receiver slipped on his route, too, as he was faking like he was going on the corner route. Did a stop route, ran it in, but that ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, so we can't see the result of that play.
And this is part of the transition that Longview's done. If you saw this last year with these 2 teams, the Lobos were a run-first team. They become kind of a pass-first team this year, and you can see where it gives them trouble in some of these short yardage or goal line situations as Baker dances around for about 25 yards worth to get a yard, and it takes 9-10 of the Lobos to finally stop this thing.
And it shows you what type of confidence he's running with right now. He's running backwards, he's dancing, he's not going down. He's making the defenders miss him left and right. And he still managed to get positive yards. 4 yards on that play where he ran about 40.
That's insane. You're right. He ran way over to the left, backward, back to the right, got up the middle, and then would not go down. And just powered and pushed his way with some teammates' help for a pickup of positive yardage. So now it's second down and about 7. Play clock, yeah, they just ran out of play clock, and that's going to have the coaching staff at Desoto hot. They ran out of play clock, and Claude Mathis is not a happy camper.
Yeah, he's over there fussing at his players as he's yelling at them. He didn't want to call their timeout, but he's in the commanding lead right now, up by almost 4 scores, 26 points, man. This ball game is all in Desoto's Eagles' hands right now as they've been in command throughout tonight.
This is the 30th straight year Desoto's made the playoffs. They have never beaten Longview. They're 0-5 against the Lobos, and Mathis has 2 losses against Coach John King of Longview as a head coach of the Marshall Mavericks.
Yep.
He's got 2 or 3 of them at Desoto, 3 at Desoto, and 2 at Marshall. So he's 0-5. His team's 0-5. And you know there's a lot of sweetness to this for not only the Eagles, but for Claude Mathis.
You talk about Coach Mathis, a guy who walks it like he talks it at times, trying to show you right now he's feeling good about himself.
It's second down. They'll hand off again. This time the Lobos trying to stop it, and they do a yard maybe for Baker to bring up third down. They've got to get to the 15 for the first down.
3rd and long right now. This DeSoto team is at risk at punting the ball for the first time tonight, halfway through the 3rd quarter of this ball game.
Mathis with 193 wins in his 19 years. He's been at Somerville, LBJ in Austin, Desoto, and Marshall. He took some time off from head coaching at the high school rank to be on the SMU staff for a few years from 2014 or 15 through 16. Now on third down, they'll pitch it to Baker, trying to get the first down, and he will as he runs through tackles again, fights off another defender, and gets to the 26-yard line.
He's rumbling, bumbling, cannot be stopped, won't be stopped. 3rd and 5, he gets the first down with more than that, than what he needs to. Moving the chains as the DeSoto Eagles team is definitely keeping his drive alive.
He's at 302 for the game now on 19 carries. I can't even do the quick math on that. Let's just say a lot.
Yeah, almost 10.
Oh, no, he's over 10.
Over 10.
Yeah. 1st and 10, 25-yard line. Clock running, 5 minutes left in the 3rd. Baker again, this time finally one guy gets him to the ground. If you're going to ask who's that for the Lobos, there's no question. 27 is Lawson Tubb, who's been their big hitter all year long. He's been quiet tonight, but he drops Baker after a gain of, nothing. They'll put him back at the 25-yard line.
It was a much-needed stop that the Lobos needed, and it was a much-needed play that Tubb needed to be able to make.
2nd down and 2. I actually needed a play ago. 2nd down and 10, back to the ground again. This is the second back. This is Silas. He's across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Little extracurriculars going on again as the officials step in and try to get the players back to where they're supposed to be.
The second back comes in with his carry, and it's no problem from him. He's able to bust free there and gets them to a 3rd and 2 situation right now. 4 minutes left to go in this 3rd.
So 3rd down and 2, ground one more time. Baker first down and more. Here we go again. 40, 50, and finally slides down, staying in bounds at the 41 of Longview, and another first down.
Baker busting through, coming out with the much-needed rest there. You can tell he was tired. He was just trying to zigzag his way, get as many yards as he could, and finally just goes down when he realized he got out. He he getting all the yards he can get there. He comes out with a much-needed break. That was, his 21st carry of the night?
It's 26 yards on the play. He's now at 21 carries, 328 on the ground. Back to Silas. How about him up the middle? He'll go for about 5 to the 36-yard line. This is the drive that Longview needed to open the third quarter. They couldn't get it. The Eagles are getting it.
The Eagles are getting it. They're starting from inside the 20 and just marching inside the 10, and they're already on their opposing sideline.
This time, Howell going to throw the ball, caught at the 25-yard line. That'll be a first down for Desoto. First pass on this drive as Feaster gets another reception.
First pass of this drive, Feaster gets that reception for a first down, almost to the red zone, inside the 20, right outside it right now at the 24-yard line.
7 catches, 99 yards for Ethan Feaster. And Legend Howell, 10 of 12, 116 yards. Last week, he was 12 of 14 for 285 and 4 touchdowns. And here we go again. This is Silas, who's taken down by Carter of the Lobos back at the 26-yard line for a loss of 1.
Energy is contagious. You see the backup running back. He's showing you he's not number 2. He's 1B as he making defenders miss. He tries to get some positive yards there, but get tackled for a loss. And now here comes Sarai coming back in.
Silas, 280 yards in this season on 45 carries, averaging about 6.5 yards a carry. He had 9 for 61 last week. Howell back to pass. This one caught, into the secondary we go again, across the 15. That's going to be a first down. Corleon Jackson with the catch and the run to the 13-yard line.
A lot of the success that the Eagles had early in the first half, especially with the double bunches, they continue to keep going with it because the Lobos have not had an answer for anything that they've had for them tonight.
First down at the 14-yard line. Desoto going for more. Howell back to pass. Feaster again. Got blockers in front of him. Splits 2 of them inside the 5-yard line. They'll roll the clock as he goes down at the 3-yard line. It's first and goal.
A commanding drive for the Eagles, who started with the ball on their own 5, now have it on the Lobos 3, looking to go score and turn out the lights on this one.
1:13 left to play. Third quarter. Legend Howell. Handing off to Baker. Nope, pulls it out. Instead, throws a fastball to Feaster, and there's your touchdown with exactly 1 minute to play in the third quarter. 46-14 Eagles.
Feaster doing exactly what his name says. Feed me, feed me. Touchdown for the Eagles. Puts them up again. And it's been all Eagles tonight.
Feaster now with 9 catches, 113, and 1 score. Across the board, they've run at will, they've passed at will, and they're putting up some pretty impressive numbers. 3 quarters into this game, they've got 536 yards of offense compared to 249 for the Lobos. Point after by Flores, up and good. They'll make it 47-14. 1 minute left to play in the third. You're watching the UIL Texas High School Football Playoffs on Victory Plus.
Thank you, Santa.
What's up, Santa?
Grayson, you've been hitting those golf balls all the way to the North Pole.
Really?
Put one through the window of Mrs. Claus's car. Ho, ho, hole in one.
Thanks, Santa.
Yes.
Victory Plus is giving away $100,000 to Texas high schools, and you can help your school win. Now through December 20th, every live game you watch on Victory Plus earns points for your school. Learn more and register today.
I'd do anything.
Let's put magic fairy dust on Murphy and Buzz so we can play together forever.
Wait, I have a better idea. Let's go to PetSmart. Check out Hill Science Diet. It's formulated for long, healthier lives.
Nice. PetSmart. Anything for pets.
Core Power helps you rise to a whole new level of recovery with 26 grams of protein.
All righty, 47-14. How about a 95-yard, 12-play drive for Desoto? And other than the end of the first half, they have scored on every single possession tonight. They'll kick this one to Carter again, 20-yard line. He will get to the 30, spin out of one tackle, and makes his way outside the 40 to about the 45-yard line.
You talk about scoring on every single drive except for the end of the first half. This must be lick-back season because these Eagles team is a team that's playing determined. Longview took it to them last year. This Eagles team is doing the exact same to them this year.
Now, of course, what's a little different in significance if you look at it from a year ago, you were trying to get the regional finals and into the state semis. Longview did that and then lost in the state semifinals to a South Lake Carroll team that was extremely impressive and is considered maybe the favorite to win it this year. Passed to Jacaden Davis and nothing happened in there. They blew that thing dead after a quick hit by J. Anthony Stevens to Jacaden Davis for a loss back to the 43-yard line. It'll be second down and 12.
A long developing play there. The receiver catches it, never has any momentum going forward. Referee stops it very quickly there. That comes up with a catch for loss. This drive is going backwards as we looking to get ready to end this third quarter.
Probably be the last play of the quarter unless it's an incomplete pass. Second down and 11. And to the ground, they'll give it to Mason Washington. Nobody fooled theirs. 4-5 Eagles were in the backfield with Mason Washington, and now they're going to flip the field. We'll come back for the fourth quarter. A commanding 47-14 Desoto lead. You're watching the UIL Texas High School Football Playoffs on Victory Plus.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack combos are still on top. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
You can't cut corners. You can't slack off. The work you put in when no one's watching is what matters. That's the warm-up.
Same old phone? Nah, this is my mic check and mix all in.
Gang's all here.
Boiled peanuts.
No, Chip.
You don't know what a boiled peanut is?
On my shoulder.
They brag about intelligence, but no way they can predict my next move.
Can your phone do that?
In Cy-Fair tonight. College Park's 11-0 coming into the game. They would be the team you would anticipate. Bottom end of the bracket for this region. Forney's taking on Harker Heights from Killeen, and Willis is playing Tomball. Those are the other three games happening tonight in this region, trying to make their way to the regional semifinals. Right now, DeSoto's got a commanding lead for one of those four spots. Trey Hamilton back to pass, going to launch one up deep, overthrows his guy, and that was Herndon, the intended target, with double coverage back there, including his safety, Demarion Ross, number 17, who was bracketing and running with Herndon. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Trey under pressure there, threw up a prayer that didn't get answered, comes away incomplete, brings up fourth and forever. Now here's the Lobos need an answer here, and they're punting. They're giving the ball over to the Eagles team with no answers right now.
I want to know what forever ever is. That's a lot of evers.
That's a lot of evers.
All right. Punting time. Jordan Hobbs on back at his 28-yard line. It'll be Ross back deep at the 25. Hobbs, who's nailed a couple of really good punts, hits another one sky high, hits at the 20-yard line. Ross going to try to chase it down, and then the ball's in the end zone. I'm still trying to figure out who got that thing. And they're going to have to unpile this. Ross with a really uncharacteristic mistake there. He didn't need to touch that ball.
Not at all there. And there was a late flag on the play, too, about the 17, 16-yard line.
Tyson Johnson says touchdown.
But
Jaden Woolridge says touchdown.
But with the ball being muffed, it's going to come back to the spot where he touched it at.
Yeah, well, they're all saying they scored. Lobos are just trying to get the ball out of all this. And the officials sending players to their sidelines. Like, okay, we know you think it is what it is, but you need to go away and let us figure it out.
Yeah, and it's a mistake there that your returner touched the ball at the 5-yard line. Shouldn't have touched it at all. But somebody that's running with a lot of confidence right now, he thinks that this game is over with. He's trying to make a highlight and instead makes a big time mistake as the referees are huddled at about the 30 trying to figure out what's going on.
And you said there was a flag down as well.
Yeah, and I doubt it's going to matter in the grand scheme of things, but the Desoto player got in there and pulled it away from a couple of Lobos.
Here we go here. See if we can hear the call.
Well, there it is. It's recovered in the end zone by the Lobos. And yes, it's muffed. It can't be advanced, but it is recovered where you fall on it. And for the Lobos, you just got a cheap touchdown.
Just got a cheap touchdown. Feels like a little too late there. But hey, we've seen some comebacks. Ask John Tyler against Plano East back in the state championship.
You're pulling that out, are you?
Anything is possible. That's what Kevin Garnett said when he won the finals.
I think that was Cy Marsh that actually fell on the ball. Without being able to see it in replay slower, I won't know for sure, but I think it was Marsh that fell on in the end zone, so the Lobos at least avoid just staying at 14. 47-21 with 11:38. We got to take a timeout. You're watching UIL's Texas High School Football Playoffs on Victory Plus.
Victory Plus is your front row seat for a free featured playoff game every round. And Victory Plus is your exclusive home for all 12 state championship games for free.
There's a bond here between us and the wild. It's the thrill of the ride, the pride of competition, and the moments that become a legacy. When the dust settles, we find ourselves home with the land, the horses, and each other. Because what lasts isn't just the journey, but the memories we make along the way. Featherlight, yours for life.
All right, well, the Lobos get a touchdown unexpectedly and quickly. And they're going to, looks like, try for the onside kick. Felipe Ayala, the second of the two kickers, going to try to get a big bouncing ball that maybe they can get. Ball's on the ground. Looks like Desoto, however, came up with it around the 41-yard line.
Almost came over with the break there and almost get to that ball there. The Desoto Eagles come away with it, and now they have the ball outside of the 40-yard line in a commanding, great field position to start off this drive with 11 minutes to go.
All right, well, the Eagles are much in control of this. We'll see how long they keep starters out there. You would expect probably not long. First down, Baker still out there.
Late flag there.
Yeah, into the area of holding. Baker's going to pick his way for about 5. It'll be second down and 5, but we'll wait on the flag. And it will be on Desoto, so they'll move this one back 10 yards, and we'll start over again.
Long penalty there. But Baker running off to the edge there, was trying to make some shake. wasn't able to get up there and get any yards there. But that's all on you play, as there's a holding, and we're going to march that back 10 yards. Actually, it may have been longer than that. We go 15 yards.
Yeah, I think it was I didn't see the signal. I was looking down at a stat sheet, but I think that may have been a block in the back or a personal foul. But either way, back to the 26-yard line. They'll try it again with Baker, and he again will not go down from the first guy. And we've got guys that are hitting him who are notoriously good tacklers like Lawson Tubb, and they can't get him to the ground.
And the amount of patience that I'm seeing from him is crazy there, because he's sitting there waiting almost 1,001, 1,002 before he finally makes this move. And then when somebody gets him, they have all the momentum coming at him. He's just bouncing off of them like he has a can of slick oil on him and just letting them fall off by the wayside.
Well, he went for a yard, so it's second down in a bunch. This time, the Lobo defense does blow up a quick toss. That one's out into the flat and caught by number 13, Courtleon Jackson. That's a loss back to about the 21-yard line. So there's a third down and a country mile to get to. I think I actually have a 3rd and 30.
Now that's forever, ever.
Yeah, that is. You're right about ever.
You talk about a 3rd and 30 now. A drive that started at the 41-yard line is now at the 21-yard line.
They can get a first down, but they got to cross midfield to do it. They'll hand it to Baker. Why not? And this is going to go all the way to the house. It's not going to be a first down. It's actually Silas, the second back. He's going to take it on 3rd down and 30. He takes it 79 yards to the house, and that's the way the night's gone for Longview.
3rd and 30, it's 3rd and don't matter. We'll run it up the gut. Make you look back at me as I go to the house there. This DeSoto Eagles team is unstoppable tonight, and they're doing it on the ground. Doing it through the air a little bit, but they're doing it especially on the ground as they're having their way so far tonight.
473 yards rushing tonight. And that is the 4th touchdown over 59 yards on the ground. They had 3rd and 30. They ran right up the middle and took it all the way to the house. It's 53-21, 9:50 left in this one. You're watching UIL's Texas High School Football Playoffs on Victory Plus.
The itchy, itchy Tyler had itchy red dry skin. Yet another flare-up, eczema on his skin. Mommy wants to help you more than you can dream. So let's try a little dab of Vitamacream.
Vitamacream is a prescription topical treatment for eczema in adults and children down to 2 years of age. The most common side effects in patients with eczema treated with Vitamacream were upper respiratory tract infection, red raised bumps around the hair pores, known as folliculitis, lower respiratory tract infection, headache, asthma, vomiting, ear infection, pain in extremity, and stomach area pain.
I love you.
All right, we welcome you back, and how about this? DeSoto's going to get the ball on a line drive kick that bounced off one of the Lobos. They're going to get the possession back again.
A directional kick, kicks it right at the front up lineman there, kicks it off his leg and bounced right to the Eagle player. This is an Eagle team who's not afraid to fake it, who's not afraid to go at it. When they got you down, they want to step on you, spit on you, get you going a little bit more to rile you up here. But hey, you're a team, you got to be able to stop it there. The ball goes over, onside kick goes back to the Eagles team.
And that's difficult to pull off, but you wonder why you don't see that attempted more often. The guys up front aren't equipped to handle a 50-mile-an-hour ball kicked at their legs.
Now Dante Washington recovers it for DeSoto as they'll take over at their own 47-yard line. And this time, little reverse Number 9 is Antron Edmondson. Edmondson goes for about 9 to the 44-yard line. Desoto's still running the hurry up.
And boys are trying to fight a little bit there. You see one of the big offensive linemen coming to come and take up for his defenders. The referee pulls him off before it escalates and makes it any worse. The Desoto team off a zone, zip motion to your left side. The receiver takes it upfield, gets a gain of 8 yards.
And Desoto now slowing things down. They were rushing back to the line of scrimmage. But instead, it's going to be slowed down a little bit. Second down and a couple. How about Baker again? You got to be kidding me. What? One more time right up the gut as he goes another 45 yards for the score.
If you're playing in video games, by the time you have scored, your defender or the guy you're playing it with has just quit. Looks like the Lobos defense doesn't have any fight in them anymore. These guys have laid down as they've done throughout the game tonight. As the Desoto Eagles team now is about to put up 60 on you with an extra point pending.
And there's still 9 minutes left in this game. We're not anywhere close to this being done. Flores trying to get a point after. He missed the last one, which is only his second miss of the season. See if they go for the one here. Flores getting the kick up. That one he hits. It's a 60 spot for the Eagles, 60-21. 8:54 left to play in the game. We'll take a timeout, coming right back to UIL's Texas High School football presentation of the playoffs on Victory Plus.
On the back of that bull, 8 seconds is forever. At age 9, I became youth world champion. It all goes quiet. Then I nod. The next time I hear the crowd is when my boots touch the ground.
Back. Desoto has been dominant. How about another short kick? This one, TJ Jackson will take to the 34-yard line. Lobos will take over there, and still some yapping going on between players, and that's kind of what you expect. Now it's going to be up to the coaching staffs to keep this thing from blowing up, and for Desoto, you don't want to lose players for next week.
Absolutely. Here you see the Desoto Eagles team, they're chirping. These Longview Lobos, they're not liking what's going on here, but they had an opportunity to be able to do it between the whistles, and it's just been too much Eagles, too early, too often, and they're going to do it to the end here.
Well, let's give you the numbers on Rod Baker. 23 carries, 373, and 5 scores. Lobos trying to get something happening offensively. Pass to Herndon. He will go down the sideline and step out of bounds at the 45-yard line, gain of 11 and a first down.
You talk about the kid man doing everything at the right time. Talking about Rod Baker making noise in the playoffs, getting his name and getting these Eagles team all the attention right now to put up the yards. The effort that these guys are playing with right now is going to catch everybody's attention, because seeing these Lobos, you normally don't see them getting their butts whooped like they are right now.
First down, 45-yard line, and nothing happening. Boy, that got stonewalled in a big hurry. There was a little space for just a second, but it closed in a hurry as Mason Washington held the no gain. It'll be second down and 10.
Nothing there at all, and that seemed to be what's been their way tonight for them, trying to run the ball. Not a lot going right for the Lobos so far. Still got the #1 offense out there trying to make something happen here.
Well, we can tell you this. The 60 points DeSoto's put up is the most Longview's ever given up in a playoff game. They're going to go deep for Herndon. He got tripped a little bit. We're going to have interference. It'll be called on the corner over there. Jordan Stevens, their feet kind of got tangled, and he knocked Herndon off the route, and Lobo should be picking up 15 yards on that one.
They should definitely do that. That was a two-man route there, so both of the receivers were double team. Nobody was open. Quarterback threw the ball inside. The receiver, Herndon, tried to make a move inside and was pushed and held. That's going to be a pass interference, 15-yard penalty all day long.
We can probably do more, but you don't want to hear it. If you're a Lobo fan, the individual rushing playoff record happened back in 1989. Darren Washington went for 297 for Colleen Ellison. That got shattered tonight.
About shattered almost in the first half.
Yeah, Baker's already about 80 yards past that. The touchdown record was 4 against the Lobos. 3 different guys had run for 4 touchdowns. Baker's run for 5. Those have all fallen off the books now for the Lobos. Short gain by Hamilton, 2nd down and 8. He's back to pass. In trouble. Trying to run away from defenders. He's got a lot of room. He's got the 10 and will go down sliding at around the 6-yard line.
The most successful run play by the quarterback tonight comes on a 2nd down, I believe there. Scrambles off to the right side, improvise, saw nothing but green grass, gets tackled at the 7-yard line.
So the Lobos have 1st and goal. We're down to 6:25 left to play in this one, 60-21. This is going to be the night of Sarad Baker. Hamilton handing off. No, he kept it himself, made a nice move, and gets down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Referee says he's down. There's a lot of pushing and talking. A lot of players arguing back and forth there. The referee comes in between a couple of other guys. That's going to come up 2nd and 1 from the 1-yard line here.
Yeah, this is the result that the Eagles expected a year ago. They were heavy favorites going into the rainy game at McLean Stadium in the 4th round a year ago and got shocked by basically Boosie Washington, who just went crazy on them a year ago. Boosie ran for 285 and 5 touchdowns himself. They've had their own Boosie performance tonight from Sarad Baker, and let's see if Hamilton got in. They still haven't shown anything. He's laying across the goal line, but we have not seen hand. There we go. Finally, the official puts up his hands, and Hamilton's going to get in from a yard away.
Lobo showing that they're not done. Quarterback sneak from the 1-yard line gets them some points here, gets them some points to feel good, and it's the way that this is going, some points that they need going into the offseason.
Hamilton with his 2nd rushing touchdown tonight. He scored early in the game, seemed like a while back, that 6:02 mark of the 2nd quarter when it was a 20-14 game. After that, it was 4 straight DeSoto touchdowns to blow this thing open. They've scored 6 of the last 7 before that one from Hamilton with 5:24 left to play. We'll take a timeout. 60-28 the score. You're watching the UIL Texas High School Football Playoffs on Victory Plus.
Big news, I'm bringing back my bigger drink cups and lowering my prices too. So this old menu board's gotta go. Get even more value with my mozzarella sticks. It's so much more under $4. Welcome to Jock in the Box.
You can't cut corners. You can't slack off. The work you put in when no one's watching is what matters. That's the warm-up.
I'd do anything.
Let's put magic fairy dust on Murphy and Buzz so we can play together forever.
Wait, I have a better idea. Let's go to PetSmart. Check out Hill Science Diet. It's formulated for long, healthier lives.
Nice. PetSmart. Anything for pets.
All righty, welcome back. 60-28. A year ago, Desoto had Tiger Ryden, who was committed to A&M, and we thought maybe the best back that Desoto had ever had. I don't know.
His backup last year waited his turn, and he's showing you he was definitely a threat to be able to take it himself, as he's having a game in the second round, area round playoffs.
Lobo's going to try to kick one and see if they can't find it. Instead, the Eagles do, and they'll slide down at the 26-yard line. Well, they'll take over with 5:21 left to play.
Yeah, and hyperbole free here. I don't know that I've seen a running back this talented in the 5 years that we have been broadcasting high school sports as a crew. Obviously, Longview saw the #1 running back in the country come through town, but this kid is physical, he's fast, he's patient, got some Le'Veon Bell in him. Just freakishly talented young man.
And he's not going anywhere. He still has some eligibility, high school eligibility left.
He's got some schools looking at him, but they aren't like the Power 5 big-time schools yet. I have a feeling.
Somebody tell him to keep an eye on his phone tomorrow.
Yeah, this video right here, if Victory Plus, we don't take this thing down tonight, they get a chance to see this one. He may get offers all over the place tomorrow morning. It's a short first down handoff. It'll be second down. Looks like we've got some substitutes in there now. As I think backup quarterback is playing for Desoto. They've pretty much called off the dogs at this stage. 15, LaMarcus Summers is their junior quarterback, who's going to finish this thing out, it looks like, for Desoto.
Play some ball throughout the season for these Eagles team. Looks like they're bringing in, looks like the Lobos bringing in some subs as well, too.
And they're just right now going to say, we're going to hand the ball off up the middle. And this guy wants to run just as hard as Baker did. That's number 18. He's actually listed as a receiver, 5'9", 180-pound senior Xavier Davis with the carry.
Yeah, but he looks like a back that's coming in who's just with fresh legs, coming in with his time to shine, his turn to burn, coming up with some breaking tackles there, coming up with the 3rd and 7 now.
See if they're going to allow LaMarcus Summers to throw the football here. Nope, they'll hand off again. And how about Davis? Bounces off some blockers, and the way this thing has gone, why not? First down across the 40 to the 43-yard line, and it has been indicative of this game.
This Eagles team is putting on a clinic and making your man miss, coming away with a plethora of missed tackles tonight and come up with the first down. When it's 3rd and 7, it didn't matter. It was a first down right after that.
It has been a weird year for the Lobos. It started with the news early on that John King was not going to be with the team, at least not down on the field, almost from the very get-go. They found out right before the week 1 game against against Lufkin. He underwent surgery for mouth cancer, was gone from the team for 3 weeks, joined the team again when they got to district play, but has not been down on the field dealing with not only recovery from that, but some other ailments. And the Lobos coming into this game, 4 losses by a total of 11 points. They could have easily been 11-0 coming into this game, as much as they were 7-4. They're going to finish the year out 7-5. And a lot of Lobo fans, this is going to be one of those head-shaking, head-scratchers. Tonight is kind of just put the cap on a very strange year for Longview. They want their coach back on the field next year, and they want to start over again with a clean slate.
Absolutely. First thing you want to see is himself to become his wealth. You want to see him get better as a late flag come in. You want to be able to, as a defense, be able to get stronger, get bigger, get tougher, as they've been taken to the woodshed tonight by this Desoto Eagles team. And you got this Eagle team who's going to see who's get to march on to the 3rd round, a round that they're familiar with, who's getting a chance to continue to keep punching their way closer to a state championship if possible.
Last time the Lobos got knocked out in the 2nd round or sooner was 2019. They lost to Dallas Jesuit 27-25 in the area round. Since then, they have been at least into the third round or better, but not this one.
Definitely, if you want to look at it, you want to think that this season is a failure for the Lobos to not being able to get to that third round mark. It's for the first time in years you don't make it past Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and for a John King team, this will be the second time in his 22 years that one of his Lobo teams takes 5 losses. He went 10-5 back in 2010. Of course, he played 15 games that year. This year, they're going to end the season with a 7-5 record. And again, you got a little reload to do. Your quarterback's coming back; he'll be a senior. Your star receiver's coming back; he's going to be a junior. Jacaden Davis is coming back; he's going to be a junior. There's some Lawson Tubb, probably your best defensive players, coming back. He's going to be a senior. You've got pieces coming back that you feel really, really good about. You're going to have to, as you said, replace some key figures on defense. You're going to have to replace Mason Washington and some of that offensive line. But in skill positions, for the first time in several years, the Lobos walk into a season knowing who the quarterback's going to be and has more than 3 games experience at that position when they start the year.
Yeah, it started out during the summertime. The quarterback or the team qualified for the state tournament, a team that's mainly known for running the ball to actually start